Sorry about that. Appreciate that, Sean. How about that 844 candle? Yeah, it was wild. Yo, bro, fuck off with these these signals, man. It's like the third person so far. Go away. It's the VWAP. Blue line's the VWAP. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch. TikTok won't do anything about it. Same with Telegram. What are these two candles? We had news, and then 8:44 something happened. I was sitting here getting dressed, so I didn't see exactly. Trump might have said something. I don't know. I have a couple moderators. They're not in here yet. Missy, what's up? How's it going? Ballas, what's up? Hango B, what up? Aaron, what's up? Trade rate was down during news, yeah. Might have saved you. You heard, what's up? NQ. NASDAQ futures. Getting your morning burrito ready? I need it, man. I'm starving. I did not eat this morning. I broke my cycle, my pattern. Slept in a little bit. I needed it. NQ longs yesterday were gold. Short was too. There was also some news at 8:30 that came out. Bunch of red folder news. There's more. We have manufacturing PMI at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So we don't do that here. Yellow pineapple. Appreciate it though. Sweat me then flew down. Yeah, it sucks. What is this price action? This was a lot of red folder news plus Trump. Been trading all night? Heck no. Been sleeping. I don't trade like that, man. I trade from 9:30 to 11. 9:30 a.m. Eastern time to 11. Find something in that window. If not, move on with my day. I'll be with my family for Good Friday. Full-time trader, yes. Who did I vote for? Why is that something that is on your mind at 9:04 a.m. Eastern time? I can already tell based on your questions that you have a mind virus that you need to seek help with. If politics occupy that much of your time that's the first question you ask in a live stream to somebody at 9 in the morning, you probably need to get some help. There you go, auto. There you go. There's a good question. There's a relevant, pertinent question. What's your analysis on the market today? We'll see. I mean, obviously the markets like the potential for a ceasefire, and they, if they believe that, if the sentiment believes Trump, or if the sentiment is that Trump is, not BSing about that, not wishful thinking, then I think we can pump. But I don't think that analysis by Trump matches up well with what what the news on the ground is and everything else. I mean, I think this is going to be a little more prolonged than he's leading people to believe. I hope I'm wrong about that. I hope he is right. No, Ray, no issues. What's your favorite ice cream flavor, bro? Everett, it's like you're reading my mind, dude. I was bad last night. I was sitting here watching my Canes, the hockey team, Carolina Hurricanes, and I just got this unbelievable craving for ice cream. And I've lived right above a Target, so I went downstairs and scooped up a pint of ice cream. What kind did I get? They were kind of low. It was slim pickings, but I got a flavor that was really good. What did I get? Chocolate chip cookie dough, Ben & Jerry's. I usually eat the whole thing. I was disciplined and only ate about a third of it, which if anybody who knows me with ice cream, they'd be very impressed by that. I've seen the Halo ice cream, Joe. I haven't tried it. Evan, you asked that yesterday, man. That's such a deep question. You thought this was just like a AI background or something? No, that's my apartment. Too early. That's a conversation that I would love to have, but that's not one that I'd want to have at 9 in the morning. I love deep philosophical conversations like that. Any idea what the big spike was? Yeah, Trump and news. Trump tweets, and you had a bunch of news that came out. Combination of the two. Hell of a combination. You had what, 180 point move up, and then 180 point move down, 140 point move up, and 180 point move down, something like that. 196. Good morning, good morning. You think we might come down and take London low? I would, if I was a betting man, that's exactly what I would think. I would think we'd want to come down into this area, but who knows? Jeff, how's it going, man? Good morning. Dean, what's up? I want Sleepy Joe PA back. Christopher Nolan's, he produces some good stuff, man. Lazarus been getting too big. Might need to take him down. TikTok is telling me to turn up my mic volume. Can you guys hear me all right? Does it sound too quiet? Missy, what's up? It is a great day. Do we have Missy B and then Missy Smith? We have a couple of Missies in here. Yeah, it is a beautiful day in North Carolina. Gorgeous. It's supposed to start raining here this weekend, though, unfortunately. Can you hear me good? All right. Hear me well. Nando, what's up, man? K. Davis, no, they open at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. This is pre-market still. Which piece, Aaron? What have your thoughts been on the market lately? It's been tough for a lot of people, man. I was fortunate. I had a good month, had a good quarter overall. It's definitely tough for a lot of people, though. C-bump trades, appreciate that, man. Peck Flash, I'll buy you a tub of cookies and cream ice cream. Daggum, what's up? No, you never blame the market. I mean, I think Rips put a good video out not too long ago. He's like, it's like a surfer blaming the waves for him, falling off his board. It's like it's not the ocean's fault. You don't get to tell the ocean what to do. It's not the markets for sure, but there are times when the ocean is is presenting tougher conditions to surf in, and that's kind of how it is for the market. It's been pretty tough conditions for people to trade in. Show the dogs. Wild. If you want to peck Flash, then watch his weekly updates. The news. I had an old guy on YouTube try to give me a hard time about that. If you want anybody to take you seriously, you need to put a shirt on. Closing the red to draw down. That's good, Apollos. Yeah, definitely. Problem of focus when I see impacts. Helps you lock in. Gets my week going. Were you on for the 8:45 candle? I had my charts open. I had getting some clothes out of the dryer and getting dressed. Up 10K on this trade. Holy cow. Very nice, man. Lance, good morning, man. Is this Joe Pfeiffer? I've had several people say that, and I still haven't looked up who that is. Cookies and cream plus a pilot's hat, but no pen. It's a heck of an offer, man. Apex Trader Funding, what about him? Yo, what up, Eli? UFC fighter. Oh, okay. I feel like I do know who that is. TradeAway is not down. If you're having issues, sign out and sign back in. I had to do that. I hit refresh and that didn't work. I had to sign out and sign back in. Joe Pfeiffer. Ah. Man, my nose is not that big. Tell me I got a better looking nose than that. Similar hairline, though. JC Trades, there was a ton of news at 8:30, and then there was a Trump tweet. Something about the war ending. Best tip for learning how to take losses: immediately step away and journal exactly what happened. Analyze what it was that went wrong. Could just be that, probability wasn't in your favor. Sometimes that's the case. Yeah, at 9 o'clock. Speaking at 9. Trump at 9 p.m. Eastern. Hard noses and ears grow forever. I didn't know that. I feel like I might have heard that, but that's wild. Hey, Christian, I accidentally deleted my ICT kill zones off my chart. Would you mind showing the time zones you have set yet? I think these are right. Might want to double check just to make sure. And remember, some people cut their London off at 5 a.m. I cut mine off at 8. Need some tips for beginners, please? I have a video posted for beginners, pinned on my page. Leah, it is literally exactly what you're looking for. It'll tell you exactly how to get into it. If I was going to start over and completely redo everything, it's exactly what you're looking for. Go watch it. Does your shirt say anything on the back? Yeah, it does. This is actually my girlfriend's shirt. It's something about South Carolina. I don't know. Who'd you learn from? I learned a lot by myself. But in terms of what has led me to becoming successful would be the psychological side of things. I learned a lot of that from a guy named PJ Trades. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. The week is going extremely well. We're up 13K or something on the week. We did 3,900 yesterday and 8,900 the day before. PJ Trades, yep. Hi, Christian. I just contacted you about an opportunity to collab. Appreciate that. I'll check it out. Thought I heard the shirt rip a little. No, it's like it's a very stretchy shirt, so no ripping here. Do you trade trend lines? No, I don't. Hey, dog. What's up? It's a good buffer to scale up in contracts. If you're talking about unfunded. Can you give the people the easiest click one line for psychology and trading? Yeah, if you're debating on whether you should click the button or not, don't. How about that? Since when to C-bomb trade? Appreciate that, man. Brand new account. I like to leave at least $1,000 a buffer in there. If you've never taken a payout before, take it as soon as you can, as soon as you're eligible. But if you're consistently taking, consistently taking payouts and you're just trying to give yourself some cushion, I like to leave $1,000 of extra drawdown in my account. So you take whatever the account naturally has as your max available drawdown, add $1,000 to it. I like to leave that in there as profit. I don't like to really scale up too aggressively on my. I don't change my sizing that much. I keep my sizing pretty uniform. The only thing I do is potentially scale down when the market is more unpredictable than normal. Are you long or short? I'm not in a trade. What happened when you forgot to shut off the stream? Just no bueno. Recommend probably trading M&Q, Caleb, or even MES. Don't be afraid to trade the S&P. Moves a little less aggressively, but either way, I would trade micros. Shane, there's a video on my page. He's telling you exactly how to start. It's pinned. Tells you how to get in and start doing this and learning for very little amount of money. Almost nothing initially. Got my first 3 payouts in Feb, but didn't get any in March. Any tips to become consistent? Just keep doing what you were doing, man. Make sure you're looking back at your journal. Hopefully you were journaling when you were getting payouts and look at what was working. Compare it to what's going on now. Hopefully you're journaling now when things aren't going well still. And you can compare the difference and see what you were doing differently, what you are doing differently. Zach, what's up, man? Do you do this full time or not? Yes, I do. Kenny, what's up? Excuse me. Took a long bottom. Do you think it's a good entry? I mean, obviously it's a good entry. It's at the bottom and you're long. But there's no telling what's going to happen here in the next 11 minutes when the market opens. Whatever allows you to be consistent, Jacob. There's no rush. There should be no rush. You shouldn't be putting artificial time limits on yourself or artificial deadlines like that. You should just do whatever is best to allow you to be consistent. Between you and PJ, I've learned a lot to be patient and understand how the mindset is most important. Yeah, there you go, Caleb. He's very good about emphasizing that. I try to do my best as well. Nancy and Mike, I'm not sure what you mean. My psychology is chopped. I'm going to take 1 week off, but I don't even know if this is real anymore. Go watch the video I posted last night, man. Go watch the video I posted last night. Chris, what's up, man? Johnny Sins. No, I'm not like that guy. Maximum payout on that 50K flex. You're talking about Lucid? I think, yeah, it's $2,000. 50% of your total profits, and the max amount of that can be $2,000. I didn't say they weren't a great idea. I just said from what I was seeing, I wouldn't take them. I mean, I scalped $300 off of that, long up to a good level. If I'm not seeing, I mean, also when you asked that question, we were right in the middle of premium, so I wouldn't have entered a trade right there. I said that they weren't. Okay. When I copy trade on Tradeovate to my Apex account, I can't preset my stop loss and TP. You have to manually do it. Yeah, you do. The way you can do it, this doesn't work though if you're copy trading with Tradeovate. You can preset the stop loss on TradingView. Like if you hit the trade button in the top right corner when you're signed into your account. Is it the trade button? It's supposed to be that. Might not have it turned on. Hang on. Yeah, that should be good. Trade orders, yeah. So if you hit the trade button in the top right corner, you have it set to orders instead of DOM, you can preset your take profit and your stop loss. Got chopped by that blue candle going up and didn't set my stop loss. That sucks, dude. 90% off Apex? Yes, 90% off Apex right now. You're looking super lean. Appreciate that, man. I don't trade Top Step, man, so I'm not sure. There's a bunch of people in here that do trade it, so they can probably give you some their opinions on that. Doing great, man. Doing great. I can't skip class, but I'm going to do my best to get back here at a reasonable time so I can hop on like I did last week. Yes, he did tweet. Go check his Truth Social. Tweeted earlier. Blue line is VWAP. Blue line is VWAP. Do you have your, Nancy, do you have your Apex Tradeovate account connected to TradingView? I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best, Missy. The money just disappears from my account at the end of the day with Apex. I'm leaving. I've never had that happen. Not one time. Verse of the day. Would you teach a trading class if possible? I think that would be one of the most beneficial classes that you could possibly teach at this school, or at any school, really. It would be way more useful than a lot of classes that I've taken. You got that, man. Hola, hola. Verse of the day. Psalms 14:1. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. Amen to that. Let's see what Hebrews is talking about. Hebrews 12:2. We do this by keeping our eyes on Jesus, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith. Because of the joy awaiting him, he endures the cross, disregarding its shame. Now he is seated in the place of honor beside God's throne. Amen. That boy Hunter, that was Trump. You got to keep an eye on Trump's tweets, man. Put your download True Social and follow Trump, and put your notifications on for when he says something. Or you can download Financial Juice. Sometimes they have, sometimes they give you immediate updates on things like that. Hayden, I would recommend if you're going from Top Step to a different firm, I would recommend checking out Tradeify or Lucid. Apex is good once you've laid a foundation. You need to check out either Lucid, Tradeify, or Take Profit Trader. Those three firms are kind of foundational, and then once you've establish you've reached max allocation with those, and you're getting payouts, then you want to start building your portfolio even bigger, and you're gonna get the 20 Apex accounts. Having daily payouts with Take Profit Trader and with Tradeify is huge. You can get daily payouts with those two firms. Lucid, every 5 days you can get payouts, or every 3 days, depending on which account type you go with. JLB, appreciate that, man. The select account on Tradeify is what I like. I like the select accounts. AZ, it's hard, man. It's very hard. But if you have a set, luckily I'm not in the, I mean, you're always learning, you're always a student, but I'm not in the throes of really trying to figure this stuff out. So I can sit down here 8:30, 9 o'clock, do my thing until 11, shut it down, and have the whole rest of my day to focus on schoolwork. Very fortunate to be able to do that. Most user-friendly for beginners, Tradeify. Well, I mean, all three of those are. Tradeify, Take Profit Trader, and Lucid. I think Lucid right now is a very good firm. Check them out. May God bless your trading day. Hey, Lady Jack, appreciate that. So if you're copy trading through Tradeivate, Nancy, I can't remember. I don't think it does the lead account thing. I think you have to execute inside of Tradeivate. So what you could do theoretically, and this is kind of annoying, but what you could do is you could hit the trade button inside of TradingView, drag your stop loss and your take profit to wherever you want them. Note exactly what levels those are. And then when you open the trade inside of Tradeivate, because you're going to want to do that if you're copy trading inside of Tradeivate, you can immediately click on the chart what those levels are. So you can immediately click, 24,055 and set your stop loss there. And then wherever you're going to set your take profit, immediately click on that level and set your take profit. That's really the only way you do it, because unless you're like, I use TradeSyncer, which is a separate platform. So I can set a lead account, and anything I do on that one account copies over to every other account that's a follower account. So I don't have to execute. I can just execute with that one account. Don't have to worry about anything else. So it's kind of, you're just gonna have to be quick on your feet with setting that stop loss, basically, if you're dead set on copy trading through Tradeivate, because they don't do the bracket orders. They need to implement that. I think they will soon, but they don't currently. Nick Trades, go look for an indicator called ICT Kill Zone and Pivots. You helped me a lot with just sitting on my hands. Thanks. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Glad to hear that. Any delays with TradeSync? Yes. I mean, yesterday I took a trade and was up $320 on my lead account, and then it was only up $270 on my other accounts. And then the day before that, I was up 8 something on my lead account, and then only up 600 or something on my follower account. So there is some slippage there. It's not always like that. It's just for these past 2 days, it's been kind of aggressive. I don't know what that's about, but there are some issues sometimes with that. Yeah, it was a lot of slippage. Yeah, frustrating. Samir, what's up, man? Long time no see. At least all green, yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, Nancy. Hopefully, Tradeivate, here's market open. Hopefully, Tradeivate implements those bracket orders pretty soon so that you can have a stop loss set immediately when the trade opens. That's definitely important to have nowadays with Trump. you never know. You get caught off sides on that, and you're really in some trouble. Why am I the only one thinking bearish? I don't think you are. Hey, that's smart, Samir. That's smart. PMI at 10, correct. PMI, manufacturing PMI at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern time. Christian, do you do the daily or flex with Tradeify? I do the daily. Daily. All 5 of my Tradeify accounts are the daily payouts. Appreciate that, David. I don't know what Bull GPT is. He flexes daily. This is NQ on the 5-minute, yes. ChatGPT for trading, interesting. Bull GPT doesn't work. Appreciate the follows, guys. Appreciate that. Stay very patient today and be careful. Don't oversize. You could get some crazy movements. Samir, I got a little bit of the long yesterday, just a quick scalp. I caught that short. Caught a good chunk of that short. The short just brought me back to just above break even for the day. I mistimed the short. I got in early and then got stopped out and then re-entered and rode it. I had cut my sizing in half. I would have been up pretty substantially, but I cut my sizing in half just to be careful with the second trade. We ended up 320 and then 320 on one account and then like 280 on the rest. It's totally up to you, Nancy. It depends on where you are in your trading journey. What's up, Blaze? One mini is a good size, I think, for an eval, for a 50K eval. It also depends on how much drawdown you still have available, where you are in the account life cycle, how close you are to profit target, how close you are to drawdown. When you're a trader, are we going to be able to say yes? You will be able to see. See, I'm trading now. Is this your job? Yes. Yeah, I think one mini is a good trading size, but be careful with these markets. Make sure you kind of got to be a sniper with your entries because of how herky-jerky NQ can be right now. So if you're not comfortable with that, if you feel like you find yourself, feeling very anxious, cut the sizing in half. Trade five micros. Generally speaking, though, one mini is a good size for an eval. Bookmap has some orders up to 24,200 here. I use Tradeivate for Tradeify. Dakota, what's up, man? Ghost, what's up? Put a bench press behind you. On 25K, how many micros are safe? Probably 5 micros, I would imagine. You don't have a whole lot of drawdown in those 25K accounts. Couldn't tell you, man. Make sure that it's on NQM, the correct contract. Still orders above 24,200. It's pretty thick. ES still has orders up. Just stay patient here. Appreciate that, Joseph. Let's get a fridge tour. Am I okay? I'm great, man. Beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. I'm feeling great. Got so much sleep last night. I woke up feeling amazing. My wrist is hurting. I did chest yesterday, and I don't know. I'm getting to the point now where either I slept on it wrong, like I rolled over in my sleep and rolled over my wrist. That's the only, if I was going to complain, which I don't like complaining, but if I was going to complain, that would be my only complaint. Small problems. ES order stacked at 66.43. 66.30 is a big stack of orders. And then 66.40. 43 has some, but 66.30 and 66.40, and then 66.50 has a bunch. So there's going in increments there. I got stopped out on the first trade that I took yesterday, that short. Got stopped out on that, and then we got back in. Went break even on that, and then on the move up, I took a scalp on the long. Ended up 320 on my lead account, and then there was some slippage, so it ended up 320 on my lead, and then the other 14 accounts, I ended up 280. Hayden, I have a video on my page about exactly how to start if you were going to do this, completely brand new. The NQ book map is a little thin here. ES isn't too thick either. Still a big stack of orders at that 200 level. Side note, beet juice plus creatine is a huge pump. Himalayan sea salt and honey. Give that a shot. Coop, what's up, man? Truth Social, Leo. Truth Social. That's where he issues his truths or his... No, it's not X. It's Truth Social. I'd like to see us take London. Yeah, that'd be nice. Got news in 19 minutes, 18 minutes and 30 seconds. This is the 5-minute that we're sitting on right now. Who's talking? What do you mean? Big stack of orders at 24,140 underneath us. Getting ready to absorb the crap out of those. Just shot right to them. Holy cow. Orb played perfectly there. Look at that. You make me start trading that orb. That's crazy. How'd it look on ES? Played perfectly on ES too. Holy cow, dude, this is dumping. Blind short? Blind short to those lows? It's hitting VWAP right now, so be careful. Yeah, be careful on this VWAP. Starts trading under it, then definitely eyeballed that. Excuse me, man. I swear I got plenty of sleep last night. What are you trading? NASDAQ futures. NQ futures. This 5-minute candle closes in 50 seconds, as well as this is the 15-minute candle as well, so we'll get a new 15 here. Because I just like it. They move more consistently in the way that I like to trade. Scared to trade today. I just know there's going to be an April Fool's post from Trump. I didn't even think about that, Tristan. He can't do that, dude. No, you can't. Not with what's going on in the world right now. That'd be nuts. Maybe the tweet this morning was the April Fool's tweet. Maybe he's about to just unleash hell on the Middle East, pretending like he's about to pull out. What's the news about? What news? You're talking about the news? It's PMI, manufacturing PMI at 10 a.m. He does love to troll. Yeah, he does. I don't think that he would be that unserious, though. That would be wild. That would be next level. I unfollow everyone on Truth? I don't even know who I follow on there, man, to be completely honest. He's the only reason I have that. If I follow anybody other than him, it wasn't on purpose or their family. Yeah, I don't. I follow 18 people. John Daly. It's mostly just Trump. There's some other pages as well, but it's mostly just Trump. A couple of people who I like to hear their comments about things. You ever trade before Red Folder News? Yeah, I do. Yesterday, before Powell came on, we or whatever day that was, Monday, before Powell came on, we took a trade. Our orders on ES. Excuse me. Pretty empty, man. Pretty empty. There are orders underneath us. We got 106 buy orders down here at 59.90, or excuse me, 65.90. But we're being held up by the VWAP right here. That's why I said be careful trading as we're coming up to the VWAP. You can see we're right here at the VWAP. So just best to just sit on your hands at the moment. If you didn't get in on this short from the top, I'd be careful. You want to see us start trading below this to get in on that. You see how the 1 minute's literally just rejecting right off of it. What's VWAP? VWAP, VWAP, volume weighted average price. If he did that, we would find out tomorrow that someone put $1 trillion into the market 3 minutes before. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. How that stuff is bad, man, and you can't even hide that. Like that's frustrating. Can only control what's in your sphere. Gotta remember the serenity prayer. It's a great prayer. Accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. How much do you have to make this your full-time job? I don't want to work anymore. That's all subjective, man. I mean, there's people who live on very little money. Depends on your lifestyle and your obligations and all that. One minute broke the VWAP, closed under. See if it stays. Serenity now. Listening to some Frank Sinatra after Ward played out. There you go. New goal, make 50K from trading and move to Thailand. Not a bad goal, man. I'm not that. Let me know. I'm not opposed to doing something like that. I've been thinking about that a lot. Crazy how it gets set up to change your whole week. Yeah. Change your whole month sometimes. God is so good. Amen. What's my bias? I mean, if we stay below this VWAP, I think we dump. We'll see, though. We got news in 10 minutes. See what that does. Staying patient over here, man. Staying patient. Still in shorts? Nice. I hope it plays out for you. There's plenty of orders underneath us, man. NQ just lit up. Mitch, you just go to the indicator tab and search VWAP, search volume weighted average price. I don't really do anything different. Mine's basically default. All those orders underneath us and price is pushing up. This is what this is why, based on whatever style that you trade, you have to have days where you can identify price the way that it's moving, that it's going to absolutely screw you. This is one of those days where Bookmap is typically what I use. I rely on so heavily for trades. And if you see orders stacked up that aggressively to the downside, most of the time you can sit there and say, okay, I'm going to take a short here. But if you're getting price action like this, where it just automatic or all of a sudden moves in a different direction from the liquidity, it just starts pushing away from that. You got to identify that early and be very careful. And that, I mean, everybody's trading style is different. So whatever your style is, if you see price just aggressively moving against whatever your style is, you got to identify that early and either sit it out or lower your sizing so you don't risk too much. Taking my gains and hopping off for the day. All glory to God. Hey, there you go, Aaron. Glad to hear you're green, man. Hope you have a good day. Not chasing orders. There you go, Joseph. Do you take any trades? Have I taken any trades? I'm not sure what you mean there, but no, I have not taken a trade yet. 312 day. There you go. Have a good day, man. Learning patience from your stream. I'd love to hear that, man. I'm on a 4-day losing streak. Take a break. Take a break, bro. I have a video posted on my page, man. That's pinned about how to do this even with very little money or no money at all. So I look for base hits, Tyler. Base hits. I don't need to hit those massive home runs. Consistent base hits. Full port if you're losing, then one trade decides your fate. I can tell you I used to do that, man, and that's terrible. I know you're joking, but I did, when I was struggling with trading, I would do stuff like that. You'd get into a funded account and you get into a little bit of drawdown. It's just like, screw it. And you'd oversize and bad things would happen. That's not the way to do it. If anything, you need to size down. What do you do with this type of PA? Exactly what I'm doing right now, sitting on my hands. When you're profitable, trading is boring. Amen. As it should be. Yeah. If you're constantly getting adrenaline rushes and stuff from it, then you're probably gambling. You know how hard it is to not trade crazy after losing? Yeah, dude. I do. I do. What's the application that you're using? It's a website called TradingView. That's what you're looking at. How will I know when I'm profitable? When you're taking consistent payouts. I mean, the textbook definition of profitability is you've made more than you've spent. But in terms of consistent profitability, you need to be taking consistent payouts for 6 months at least. Some people get lucky. I mean, you can sit down at the poker table and have a hell of a day and then never make another dollar. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're a profitable poker player. What pair is this? It's not a pair. I don't trade Forex anymore. This is NASDAQ futures. How do you get over that mentality? I got tired of of wasting money by YOLOing trades. And I realized that there's no sustainability in trading if you just, you know, you gotta lock in and treat it like a business, man. If you get to the point where you feel like you have to, like, if you look at it like, okay, at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to explain to my boss exactly why I took the trades that I took, and if I don't have a good justification, he's gonna fire me, and I'm not gonna be able to feed my family. I'm gonna be back on the streets living underneath a bridge. Then you start to take it a little more seriously and start to, you know, lock in. I'm a blackjack type of guy. Me too. I like poker and blackjack, but I haven't played in a while. I can't deal with that. I just want to gamble. Go to the casino, man, or download DraftKings. Forgot to grab my LaCroix. That's what we're missing. Pour the LaCroix in the coffee. That's diabolical. I would agree with you. Blackjack does have some strategy to it. So does poker. I mean, you know, there is gambling that doesn't have any strategy to it to an extent. I mean, you go sit at a slot machine. That's completely. I mean, most of that is luck. What strategies have you gone through before falling on the strategy you currently use? When I first started trading, man, I had no clue about the resources that were available. I was trading Forex with personal capital, and just out of instinct, I started noticing that trend lines were working. I didn't know that's what it was called, but I'd sit here and be like, okay, I'm going to draw this kind of, you know, line here, and if it breaks that, I'm gonna go short. And I did have some luck with that, but I didn't know what trend line trading was. That just was like what I had. I had no clue, man. I can't tell you how naive I was or ignorant I was. I had no clue about trading. I just knew I wanted to trade, and I had some cash on hand, so I threw it in a personal capital account and was trading Forex. But when it comes to trading with futures, ICT is the only strategy that I've traded. I think any strategy that you trade can be successful to an extent as long as you have proper psychology. If you can master your psychology with trading, you can find success in virtually any strategy. Obviously, some do better than others or have higher probability. But I think overall, you can find success with virtually any trading strategy as long as you can master the psychological discipline that it takes to be successful in trading. Yeah, we got news in 40 seconds. I do technical analysis on the slot machines. Time in the market is one of the best ways to get good at this. But not just time in the market, but intentional action of getting better. You got to be journaling your trades. You got to be identifying what is causing you to not make money or to lose money or to blow accounts. Make sure that you're working on fixing those things. You know, if it's FOMOing into trades, if it's oversizing, if it's over trading, that's the biggest one, is over trading. You know, you don't stop when you're ahead and you don't stop when you're behind. You don't limit the number of trades you take in a day. Here's news. Let's see how this goes. Forexfactory.com is where you can check the news. (9:30 a.m. Eastern Time) is when the market's open. This print's taking a while. This print's still pending. 1 minute in. Why is that taking so long? Mason, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. A lot of orders just stacked up above us here. The print is still pending on my end. I don't know if that's Forex Factory's fault or what. Here we are, a minute and a half. I appreciate that, Mason. All right, PMI, there it is. All right, let's see how they react to this. Tons of orders above us now. Appreciate all those follows, guys. You guys are awesome. Hey, drop a follow on here, Instagram and YouTube, and then enter into, if you join the Discord, you can enter into a free giveaway. The Discord's free, the giveaway's free, all of it's free. I don't sell anything. I'm giving away 2 Lucid accounts on Sunday. I'm going to start doing that every Sunday. I'm going to give away some accounts. So this Sunday, we're giving away 2 Lucid 50K accounts. Last Sunday, we gave away 4. We're going to give away 2 this Sunday. We're gonna try to make that a consistent thing every Sunday. It's the 5 minute. I don't know how this isn't just skyrocketing right now based on the orders on Bookmap. This is kind of wild. This is what I'm seeing on Bookmap here. Impulse, what are you talking about? What did I say? Had to read Bookmap. The brighter the colors, man, that's where the orders are stacked up. Orders are stacked up. Limit orders in the market. Market orders being placed. The aggression in which the market orders are being placed. Yeah, institutional order flow. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and then Discord. And Discord is where the giveaway happens. I did, David. I did read today's verse. I read a couple of them. Once you get used to it, footy. Once you get used to it, it gets pretty. It's not too complicated. I would think we would go up here. I mean, dude, that's exactly what I would think. But keep getting these shaky pullbacks. I mean, it's very wicky. You look at the 1 and 2 minute, see how like wicky that is, especially the 2 minute. You get a better idea of it. 3 minute, very wicky. To use volume area, I use Bookmap. That's basically shows in-depth volume. Tons of orders into the 80s all the way up to 200. Now we're getting random orders popping in down to the 50s. How much it will go up? What do you think? We'll see, man. There's orders all the way up to the 200s where that line is right here. Dakota, I said take a break, man. Don't force it. You just need to take a mental break, take a reset. Mess, I appreciate that, man. Glad to have you here. You'll find some better music here. Probably so, Sean. Probably so. Oh, I got a question. Might have an answer. Ask away. It's making 450 on a 50K a day. Good. Yeah, absolutely. Base hits stack up, man. You gotta relax and stop forcing it, Dakota. What's the Bookmap program called? Bookmap. That is the program. Or do you think you're going to enter trade when there's a good setup? When price is moving appropriately? Yeah, no problem, man. You can get it at bookmap.com. Use my code, you'll get 20% off of the Bookmap subscription, but then you also got to pay for data as well. They don't give us a discount on that. I'm not sure what strategy you trade, but Dakota, I don't know what strategy. I mean, I don't know what you would have traded in here today to be down, to be honest. We haven't gotten a sweep of a key level yet. We've basically just been ranging. No sweeps. Price is just moving erratically on bookmap. So orb played out, yeah. Orb played out. That would have been good. Orb did play out. If you had taken it down to the VWAP down there, could have definitely have done that. What do you trade, my chat? This is NASDAQ futures. I don't put a dollar amount on it, Tyler. I just look for good trades, man. I don't ever put dollar amounts on that stuff. There you go, man. Congratulations. Jonas, it's ICT kill zone and pivots for the session highs and lows. ICT kill zones and pivots. Bookmap is good for any strategy as an added confluence for sure. Streamlabs, Michael. Streamlabs. No, it doesn't get rid of the Apex activation fee. It gives you a 90% discount though, and a discount on the activation fee. Have not taken a trade yet. There you go, David. That is a good day, man. That's a good day for anybody. Thoughts on the Kia K4? Kia is coming up in the game, man. I'm not a personal fan, but that's not based on anything other than preference. We're gonna finally get this move up now. I wouldn't focus on the time limit, man. That's why I recommend people trade with Lucid, and now Tradeify did away with that as well. So there's no time limit on their evals. They took a bunch of orders there in the low 80s and then bounced back. You can see this absorption here on the, see how we absorb these orders here? See those volume bubbles got real big and you took those orders there. Right here. Tons of liquidity still to the upside here to 24,200, where I have that line. When should we enter? And I don't know what strategy you trade. I can't tell you. I'm not going to tell you when to enter. I don't do that. This is not a signal stream. I don't want you to do that, motivation. I want you to trade your strategy. What I want you to get from me is the discipline and the psychological approach to things. I don't need you to trade like I trade. I want you to trade your strategy, whatever works best for you. North Carolina, Sean. What are you trading? NASDAQ futures. BH, not sure what that is. The future of this eval is on you. You waiting for me in class? You better have some burritos, bro. Very choppy. I feel like we're going to get a violent move here in a second, but we'll see. When it does move, I feel like it's going to be a violent move. North Dakota? You mean North Carolina? Bookmap has orders up to 200, 24,200 on NQ. It's my daily bias, sideways. You need to help yourself, Dakota. I'm giving you the answer. You need to take a break. You need to make sure you're journaling. You need to stop clicking the button so much. You need to stop forcing it and approaching the markets with a sense of urgency and panic. You need to chill. That's the best advice you're going to get from anybody. Yes, it does, Gabby. Trading advice from Grok is crazy. Not even close. Where would you have guessed, Sean? How to join the Discord? Links in the bio. Yeah, giving away 2 this giveaway. We're going to try to do that every Sunday, though, if I can. Here's the link to the Discord right here for anybody that's having issues finding it. Very nice. Texas or Florida, maybe even Michigan. Take me on a nice golf date, man. I'd love to go golfing. I'm probably absolute cheeks at it, though. 5 p.m. Eastern time, Missy. I don't listen to Rocky Top. Yeah, man, there's a lot of scammers, and I can't get rid of them because they either block me or I just can't see them. So if anybody messages you, it's not me. Just rule of thumb. TikTok, anywhere. Discord, it's not me. About what time do you stop looking for a trade? Around 11. Normally, how many trades do you take per day? One, ideally, or none if there's no setup. David. It's actually a very uncomfortable couch, believe it or not. It like, as soon as you sit on it, it like tries to dump you off the front. It would not be ideal. Too choppy seating more. All right, Nando. Way to stay disciplined, man. Have a good one. What time do you usually get off the charts? 11. Orders up to where? That 200 that we just took right there. Santi, what's up, man? Why 11? It's just a good time. It was rough last month, Jonas. It's been rough this year so far. It has not been the easiest price action to trade for sure. If I convince my parents I'm not wasting my time, you shouldn't have to convince anyone, man. Do what's best for you. This is an extreme opinion here, or stance, but I only take advice from people who are living a life that I desire to live. If your parents have a life that you desire to live, then listen to what they have to say. I'm not saying just blanketly don't listen to your parents. You should still respect them, but if they can't see the vision, I wouldn't put it upon yourself to try to convince them of it. LARP for life. I just want fluid movements here, man. Enough with this chop. Unpredictable chop. I mean, obviously directionally it's going up, but it keeps giving these wicked pullbacks and yeah, there's definitely an SMT there. I mean, we had multiple SMTs the other day though, and price did not respect any of them, so you got to be careful leaning too heavily on those. There you go, David. Not a bad idea, man. Yeah, lots of LRLR. Lowers its liquidity to the downside here, but I'd like to see a sweep of a key level. No trade yet, DNZ. Not yet. Matches Bookmap. It's a little over 100 a month, all in. Love the patience, Christian. I appreciate that, DNZ. Trust me, it's very difficult. I would love to get into a trade, but I don't want to get into a trade and lose money. So just sitting here waiting for the market to tell me what it wants to do, looking for a good opportunity. mean, I think it keeps trending up, but these pullbacks are sketchy. What firm do I recommend? Depends. Depends on where you are in your trading. Depends on your style. You can't go wrong with TPT, Tradeify, or Lucid. Cannot go wrong with those firms. I like your thinking, Ballas. You remind me of my brother. Gray must be your favorite color. Why do you say that? It's just a theme for the apartment. The cabinets were gray, so I figured I'd stick with the theme. Does TPT have a max number of payouts? Not that I'm aware of. I mean, they'll move you to a live eventually, but it's still daily payouts, man. TPT is a great firm. Wait, I'm telling you, man, anybody who's stacked up 5 TPT accounts can tell you, being able to trade those and just whatever you make that day, you just immediately pull out of the market that evening. It's pretty unbeatable. None of this 5 days with $150 profit, none of that crap. You just, what you make, you can pull out. Millennial gray everywhere. PA's too choppy for me. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Impulse, smart man. We'll see you tomorrow. Which account for TPT? They only offer one type of account. They just have different sizes. I trade the 50Ks. How do you copy trade? I use TradeSyncer. Platform called TradeSyncer. Yeah, pretty much T Smith. I mean, they'll move you to live eventually, but yeah. Can you show me how to put a trade in? My man. You need to, are you on, I'm hoping on everything that you're on a paper account. Are you on a paper account, everybody? Everybody, K? You're on paper, okay. Do you see a buy and sell button in the top left corner? First, let's make sure you're on the right contract. Are you on NQM 2026? Okay. There's a buy and sell button in the top left corner, and make sure that you're on your paper account. All you gotta do is click one of those buttons. Make sure it's correct sizing. I would trade one contract. Karen, that sucks. All right, David, have a good one, man. Still tons of orders stacked up above. Yeah, this is some bullshit price action. Excuse my language. This is not ideal, I'm about to call it, to be honest. Not ideal in the slightest. Do I think it's type big to preserve capital? I absolutely do. I would say sit on your hands. Not ideal. What the heck is that, bro? Yeah, I'm gonna call it. I don't like this. Bookmap is not. I'm not seeing anything that I'm really too interested in here. Maybe a short coming here, but even that, it's like I feel like as soon as I were to get into a short, this is gonna just skyrocket. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. All right, guys, have a good day. Stay blessed. Stay green if you're green. Don't give any back if you're red. I mean, don't give any back if you're green. Don't blow your accounts if you're red. Don't be stupid. Love you guys. We'll see you in the morning. Peace.